Hello everyone, I am Tacet, and welcome back to yet another Tower of Doom. Dun dun dun. But anyways, yeah, so we have Tower of Doom. So this is a second occurring of brown. I have no clue why they haven't done the colors of green and yellow yet, but they have not. And they're doing brown a second time. What the logic is there, I do not know, but that doesn't change the fact that we have brown again, so we gotta do brown again. I went over a bunch of other teams in the video earlier as a quick recap. This is what we used the last Tower of Doom. It was Wrath, Glaceon, Titan as Doomblade with King Bloodhammer, essentially skull spam everything. The one that I'm most likely going to be using once we reach later in the Delves is either Sentinel or Titan with High King, Iron Gut, Ketris, and Scorpius. Might revamp this some. That's my current plan for the further floors. Probably not getting around to that today. Probably just sticking with Doom Skulls for today. But once we start getting deeper, I'm probably switching to something like that. And if you need something super ridiculously ultra cheap, here's all ultra rares and below, and just an easy to obtain weapon. Mang with Sentinel or Titan. Ideally Sentinel, though if you don't have it upgraded yet, since it's so new, just do Titan instead. With Cockatrice, Dragonian Monk, and Clockwork Sphinx, so you have your Mana Drain and Entangle, so they can't do anything to you. Dragonian Monk, so you perpetually have Barrier, so even if you have really low stats and barely any Kingdom upgrades, you can still live. And Clockwork Sphinx, mainly for board control, with a little bit extra armor, which does synergize into the fact this does 20% based on armor, and mainly just the board control and mana accumulation. You would use it mainly on red and purple if you use it in this team. I do highly advise upgrading to something stronger than this, but if you had literally nothing, pretty much everyone should have that team. So it's at least something to use. But for the most part, we'll be starting with something like this. So, yeah, let's get into that. Let's see. They are trolling us so we can't get all the unknown troops. Yeah, that's pretty much what they're doing, unfortunately. Though we're still a little bit away from Zugoth. Even if we end up getting like another major blue orb, I believe we're still about 11 blues away. And it seems like we're constantly keeping at 11 blues away just because we keep having to use a small amount of blues every single week, pretty much. But anyways, let's get into some gameplay now. Tower of Doom stuff. And if any of you guys have any questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. I briefly went over in the previous video as well, but Tower of Doom is still new enough that some people might have no clue how to play, so just let me know if you have any specific questions about it that you need answered, as we know pretty much most of the things. Well, how far do we actually go? I think we just go to the weapon. I don't think we need to go any further than that. I'm just going to go for the weapon for now. That's about, what, 500 gems? That's worth it. Get that for the weapon. It's basically just all the gems we earned last week between the maps and everything. Good evening, Dragon Ball Z fan. Also, I didn't even say hello to everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello, Siplam. Hello, Churros. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Dennis. Hello, McCoy. Hello, Haley. Hello, DeCrail. Hello, William again. Hello, Bakchan. Hello, Sippleman. Hello, Ian. Hello, TJ. And hello, Lorman. Hello, Dragon Ball Z fan. Hello, Hogan. And hello, everyone else. Also, congratulations on the Dawnbringer. Who was that earlier? Wait, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh no, who was it? Oh, congratulations, Dennis, on the Dawnbringer. I mentioned it in chat, but might as well say it again. Definitely a nice little accomplishment to have. After that point, you basically don't need souls anymore, since you've probably already done all the troops as well. But anyways, Tower of Doom time. Let's get into that. So, Tower of Doom. Let's get into these now that we have everything we needed, mainly just these sigils. So, let's go look at our guild to see what room we need. Currently, it looks like, let's see, is this fully up to date? Yeah, it's fully up to date. So, we have a 1-3, then a 2-4. So, let's get into that. Go right into 3. Fight it with the team we still need to compose. So, let's do the Doom Skull, like I mentioned. So, we need Glaceon, Wrath. Wait, why did I put Glaceon first? So used to putting tank up front. Let's see. They're low enough stats that it shouldn't matter. The Doom weapon, before I do, let me go get the Bloodhammer. And then we just need the Doom weapon. And there we go. Okay. And we just put this into double brown because there's not a good +2 brown +1 something. That works with this. Unfortunately. Pretty much, actually, every single +2 brown banner in the entire game has -1 purple for whatever reason. It means we can't use it because it doesn't have -1 green. The closest thing to doing a proper brown banner is normally this. However, we do not need Wrath to have a lot of mana, so there's no point in giving him +2 yellow. So we'll just go stick with a +2 brown here. This is what we're going to be using for several of the beginning battles, probably for all of today. It's a mid-range team. It just uses Legends and below, not counting the Doom weapon, though you can replace out that Doom weapon. You don't have to use that. It's just one of the slightly better options, but you can use a mana generating option there instead. Either that 14 mana cost weapon at mana range or Anu Scepter, either or would end up being fine. But we'll do that. See if I can even remember his convert. I believe it is brown to blue and yellow to skull, if I'm not mistaken. Which means we do not have anything to do that with. So I guess we'll just move a red for now. Let's see, does that give us anything? Don't believe so. Let me double check, just in case that actually isn't what it is. Yeah, it is. Brown to blue and yellow to Doom Skull. Makes sense. Still nothing? Really? Okay. So we'll take the yellow for now. Still nothing on top of that. Wow. Gonna get one of those really lucky board days. Or unlucky, I mean. Let's see. Nope. Still not worth it. Then again, you know what? It's early enough. They have no stats. I might as well go for it. They're not going to do anything. Even if we miss, they're not going to kill us. And even if they do, it's not like it's delves or anything. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't set hero class, did I? Whoops. Let me go do that. Because I think we're gaining no EXP right now. So let me go switch to Sentinel. I am going to be switching to Titan, obviously, later on, if we're still using this. But these things are so low stats that we might as well gain our free EXP. And it should be 2 EXP per battle as well, so we're in Nerfus class. There it is. I'll click right eventually. There we go. Let's see. Do we need to do any changing here? I guess I want 10% EXP because why not? Barrier every brown, barrier at start, jewelry. Wait, what weapon are we using? None of those is the weapon we're using. And I guess we'll give extra brown allies armor because our entire team is brown. Might as well to help keep them alive a little bit longer, especially since our hero isn't in first in this current composition. So let's leave it at that for now, for when we're running Tower of Doom today, and that should be fine. And this will give them some free XP as we progress. Hello, Kevin! Hello, Overfiend! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I know. I always forget that even though it gives you a hero class, you actually have to set your hero class. Do be very careful of that. That is a glitch / feature that if you do not set your hero class every single time, even though it will default you to whatever you previously used, it will not actually count for EXP. I actually need to go remember to mention that glitch as well. I don't think anyone reported it this time in the beta, and I don't think they fixed it, though I have no way of knowing because there's no live event on the beta right now, I don't believe. But it probably is still not fixed, so I'll make sure to mention it. Okay, let's see. Why is nothing giving us alignment? Oh, no, never mind, we have it. What am I saying? We can do that. That denies is yellow, too, which is quite convenient, so we don't need to deal with Val Ravens as much. We'll just do this. It somewhat misses, but it's enough to kill everything, so it doesn't matter. There we go. And it actually did get an extra turn off the purple there, so nice. And yeah, every single time we kill a Doom, it of course gives you 1 Doom defeated, as well as 1 Forge Scroll that you could use for the whatever color weapon is of the week. And this week it's brown, so we get extra brown. However, since there's 2 weapons, we could go put it on the other brown weapon. This one that we got this time around is pretty useless, so I'm probably going to put all the scrolls into the other one, since the other one is actually somewhat okay. So I believe this was floor 4, but my paranoia will make me check every single time, even if I know 100% exactly what it is. I will check. I don't want to accidentally click the wrong one. I've still never used the wrong color on a Guild War day, and I've still never clicked the wrong Doom Room yet. I know it'll eventually happen for both, but we've checked enough that we haven't accidentally misclicked yet. So it will happen. It's only a matter of time. Okay. Let's see. We do have a lot. Oh, okay, good. I second guess myself. Okay, we'll take skull to skull. That Doom Skull is not going to get in the way. Oh, never mind. These 2 explosions got in the way. Fail. I forgot. He still gets 2 explosions per skull, which moves a lot of the board. And if we were using Titan, we get an extra explosion on top of that too, assuming it's extra turn. But then again, I guess it's not too big a deal if we have that explosion or not. Titan would obviously be better, but I just need to get more XP on this hero class. Ideally, I want to get it to level 70 by the end of this week. And don't know for sure if we'll be able to do that. Ideally, yes, obviously. But, I don't know. If I have the time, I do want to try finding the time to get there. Because if nothing else, I want to try it at high-level delves. Ideally, we'd need it fully maxed for that. But even at 70, you gain most of the benefit. 40, you gain most of the benefit, even. But the main 2 things we're missing is +1 brown mana, which is obviously pretty helpful in a 4 times brown team, and immune to basically everything, which is obviously just good because immune to stun mainly. That, and it's immune to the 2 instant kills of Devour and Deathmark are also pretty helpful, especially since the Doom has Deathmark. And while it's very rare that the Doom does get kills off of it, it is possible. It is something to watch out for. I think I'll get kills off of it. Where are all of our blues? I guess it's because we keep denying it out, but we keep getting like no blues to use. So we are up against a Doom here, so we'll go do that. We get 5 additional Doom skulls. Oh, I forgot. Oh, this weapon is so annoying. I forgot. It creates that extra blue onto the board that could get in the way of your alignment. I don't know why on earth they kept that on there. They got rid of the explosion, but they didn't get rid of the one useless blue that it creates. It made sense. It would make sense if it creates a skull or a Doom skull like one of the other ones do. I have no clue why that weapon creates a blue. I think this was 4 and 2, but let me double check. Yep, 2 and 4. Actually, doesn't technically matter what order we do it in, as long as we make sure we do both of them. But yeah, 2 and 4. A lot of powers this time around. Not that many luckies, unfortunately, though. Luckies are the best thing you could be getting, because that's just 2 free Doom kills. And out of everything, it's just the best value. But, I don't know. Powers are still nice, because it helps everyone else in your guild, as well as yourself. It gives you more stats, so that you don't die. It's not always needed, depending on what team you're running, but of course more stats is better than not more stats. What do we take here? I want brown or yellow, but the problem is if I take this brown, it undoes his alignment that he has on brown to blue. Might still be worth it, though. Here's Glaceon when we need it. That's perfect Glaceon alignment. I guess we technically have his alignment, so we'll go for it. Doesn't really give us much, though. What do we have to work with? I guess we take a green to skull and hope for something good, but then again, we don't actually need the green, do we? Well, we have a chance of cascading a skull as well. Oh, did we cascade it? Oh, so what am I doing? I forgot. He only has 1 troop left. We got a 5-time skull. That means we got 3 of them to drop back to back to back. Very nice. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot. We got to take room number 4. Again, let me double check just in case. I don't care if it wastes a few seconds. It's better than wasting an entire sigil. Good evening, Alan. Welcome. Did it give 2 EXP for the first battle? I know before it was showing it, but it wasn't actually doing it. And there's no way to check it now because I clicked the hero class. But if I'm not mistaken, it still shows the EXP, but it doesn't give you the EXP. If you check your total EXP before and after, it'll still show like you're getting a 2 at the end of battle, but it doesn't actually add it to your total, if I'm not mistaken. I would have to go test that again, though. When's the next time we could test that? We could test that on Tuesday, tomorrow, when we do the first battle of the Delve. But yeah, they might have done a little mini patch to fix it already. I'm not 100% sure. But I know before, if you did not set a hero class, it would still show that you're gaining EXP, but it doesn't actually give it to your hero. We'd have to check our EXP before and after to know for sure. Okay. What do we take here? We'll grab the red. Get a... What can we do with blue? Blue to brown is what we could do. Okay, so we do have it, so we'll go for it. Do we not have brown to something? No, we do not. We have blue to Doom Skull, and we have the yellow to blue and red to Doom Skull. For now, we'll smooth that over. Get a bunch of skulls off of that. One of you should have alignment here. Apparently not. We just waste an ability just to get more Doom Skulls onto the board. Like casting this or something. It's not like they're going to kill us off it, so we'll do that. Get a little bit of hit. The burn almost kills it. Did we just win off 25% skull reflect? I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, we just got a Penglong. I believe I have it maxed already. We go double check. Just in case. Oh, good thing I checked. We have Tribute just sitting here as well. Nice little 11. 10 free gems. Oh, do I have all my mails from legendary tasks? Yes, I do. We have like 10 tasks just sitting here. Probably go claim all of them. Actually, 9 of them. I still haven't given my gold, so we probably have like another 2 on top of that as well. Well, we got a useless Vinoxia and a bunch of those keys. And just some useless arcanes. There we go. Oh, we were just grinding out brown-red, and now we get it off of this. Fail. But, oh well. There we go. Anyways, that's that. Also, that does remind me, if anyone wants to join the guild, we do have 2 slots remaining still. We could easily do Tower of Doom without those 2 slots, so it's not too big a deal. But, hey, 2 slots that could be gaining free resources. If you could do 1,000,000 gold per week, level 1,000 plus, and you can do all guild-related events, at least tier 3, and do decent at them, then you can join. And we have 2 spots for that. So if you want to bring a friend that can also do that, so we do have space. And no one has tried claiming them yet. So let me know. But yeah, we'll easily get Tower of Doom even without those 2. I think we only need like 20 people to complete Tower of Doom. A well-organized guilds, it's actually super overpowered. being well organized. If you just do keep a list in your guild, you'll automatically have way more than enough, just because of lucky scrolls and just being able to have a good win rate due to powers and hastes and everything else bind together, but and heroisms. But yeah, it really only takes like 20-25 people to actually complete Tower of Doom. It's kind of nice compared to some of the other game modes where it requires a little bit more effort, especially Guild Wars. Guild Wars, you need at minimum 29, if not 30 people participating well. But anyways, let me go and head back to Tower of Doom now. Don't need to get deeper. Should be able to get to at least 10, if not even further. Delves will probably just do off stream and just delay them and just keep the stream to entirely Tower of Doom. What am I doing right now? I need to go take the final room, don't I? We already did the 2 useful ones. Yes, we did. Let's go right to the boss room then. Hello, Demon or Angel. Welcome. Hello, Christy. Welcome as well. Hello, Dennis. These scrolls don't work on the previous weapon? Are you sure about that? Why wouldn't they? They're the exact same scroll, aren't they not? You'd have to still use it on the brown one, obviously. But, they should still work. I'll double check that right after this. I don't see why they wouldn't. Really? Oh, I remember when we were doing this last time. That happened at one of the very late delves. And we actually lost because he got a Dryad summon. It was at like floor 20 or something last time around. Okay, let's take a skull. It doesn't actually matter if he kills like their entire team except for just Hero. We'll still win. Not like delves where we need to make sure we keep our team alive. As long as it wins, it wins. No matter if we have 1 troop left with 1 HP, it still counts as a win. Yeah, let me go check that real quick. It should be possible. I don't think they have it under a different category, so I don't see why they wouldn't let you. Unless they just completely remove the ability to upgrade the previous one. But if we go under Fort Scrolls, there should only be 6 here. 1 of each color. And we have 21 stones. So if we wanted to, we should be able to upgrade however much further we can on our previous brown weapon with those scrolls. But yeah, if we go check it real quick, what was it called? Actually, there's an easy way to find it. Weapon, rarity, and I'll bring it up because it's Doom rarity. And yeah, we can still upgrade it. Once we reach 24, we'll know for sure. But yeah, we should be able to just click it and boom. It's the same exact scroll. I don't see why it would work any differently. But yeah, you can't use it on literally any weapon. You have to use it on the brown one. Also, did I check this yet? Oh, good thing I did. We need to go do this pet real quick. Oh, whoa, whoa, no, no, no. I need to retreat this battle. It's 2 free XP we're going to pass up. No, don't do that. Okay, retreat. Now, that definitely would have given us no EXP. Actually, you know what? Let's go test it right now. Now we can check to see if it gives EXP. We currently have Sentinel set. How much EXP do we currently have on Sentinel? Oops, let's not check it that way. Let's check it underneath, just in case. Let's check it underneath our troop menu. How much EXP do we currently have on Sentinel? We can actually check right now to see if this glitch is still in place. Sentinel, Sentinel, Sentinel. Where are you? Sentinel. Okay, how much EXP do we have? Customize. Skills. We have 33 EXP. That should be 35 after this battle. If it's still 33, the glitch is still in place. Let's see if it gives us 2 EXP here. So currently it shows none there. Actually, I should probably screenshot that just in case as well, because I don't think I have any screenshots of it yet, just so I have something to show them. Always like having screenshots. A lot easier than having to explain it. Here we go. And then battle. And then in the battle that we were just doing, go the hero class thingy. I forgot to screenshot the EXP beforehand. That's not that big a deal though. But there we go. Okay. So now let's see if it goes up to 35. If it still says 33, then it's still broken. Okay. Let's do grab a awkward moment when we don't have any move. Oh wait, no, I could have taken the green there. What am I doing? Okay, we'll do that. Get our destroy. Get a key down. And it should be matched. Here we go. Okay. So, there's 2 EXP. You can see right there, we got 2 EXP. So now our EXP should be 35. Is it 35? Also, why on earth is there so many screens just to get back to this? Okay. It does work correctly now. Huh, interesting. Okay, it does work correctly now. That was not the case before. I guess they did a mini patch at some point, like a week or so, or even a few days afterwards, after the when hero classes first came out. But yes, it does work correctly. So even if you have no hero class set, it will default you to your previous one, and it'll still give you XP for it if you still need it. But that's good then. And yeah, as you can see, it's actually now set to it as well properly. There we go. Okay, so let's grab a gold there, get the red to green, get destroy on everything. Yeah, if we get lucky here, we'll actually have Penglong upgraded, which means we should have about half the pets maxed out, not counting Doom pets. I don't really, or not Doom pets, not counting faction pets, because I don't really count those because it is so hard to get factions completed. They will be easier in the future. It'll be slightly easier next patch, and they'll be adding something else in the future to make it even easier beyond that. What that is, we don't know yet. Well, technically, both of those you guys don't know yet. But the other one, I kind of know, but don't know, nor can say anything about it, though. But there is something coming next patch, as one of the spoiler threads actually mentions, that will make it slightly easier. But it is, you'll have to wait and find out, though. They'll probably mention it in next spoiler or the following spoiler, because it probably is one of the bigger things that are happening next patch. Okay. But yeah, if anyone still has any other questions or anything you want me to go over, let me know. Otherwise, mainly doing the Tower of Doom grinds. Just taking a quick Penglong break to go get this pet done before I forget. We need to get those last 3 copies. It's gonna feel nice when we have like almost every pet maxed out. We don't need to do pets anymore. They're pretty good EXP for hero though. Though I guess you could technically still do them. It's just there's no current need for excess pets unless they finally add some kind of way to use pet food. But that would almost be annoying if they add a pet food sync now, because I know I personally haven't been grinding pet food, and I know a lot of other people probably haven't either. Just because once you've kind of maxed out pets, there weren't really much of a need. It's kind of a waste of time to bother going any further in the current state of the game. But for all we know, they could possibly add a pet food sync in the future, which the game technically needs, though I don't think anyone's really bothering to farm pet food. Probably are some people. But in the current state of the game, it's just pure waste of time to do pets that you already have maxed. Except for maybe the first 4 battles, just to gain some quick XP to a hero class. Because that's actually quicker than Explorer in most situations, especially if you're using a quick 4x wipe team rather than key team. The only reason I use key team is because it lasts a little bit longer. It lasts all the way to the 6th room, whereas AoE teams only last to about 4, first 4. And this thing can obviously take out room 7 and 8 as well. It just doesn't take it out as quickly. Yeah, it would be nice if we could use 2 different teams for this, if at minimum, if nothing else. You know what, I might need to just restart this battle. It's gonna take so long to actually win this if that thing stays silenced. Come on, it's silenced soon. Come on, I know you want to. Gonna win with skulls at this rate. Come on. Probably would have just been quicker to restart the battle. I had a feeling this would happen. Come on. Wrong one. Well, that somewhat fixed the problem. Well, he's unsilenced, but now our mana generator's silenced. What a fail. There we go. Okay, now we can start playing again. Do that down. Gain so much durability that it didn't even die in one shot anymore. What team can you run to use it with in PvP? Yarrow Fire Mantle, Fire Giant, Dawnbringer, and Hyndla. Queen Hyndla, whatever her name is, something Hyndla. The 4 giants from Stormheim, with Titan hero class, of course. It's the strongest 4x giant team in the game. It's also the most viable instance of a Dawnbringer into a standard team. There are other teams that you could put it into, obviously, but as far as a team that's built around Dawnbringer, it tends to be one of the better ones. It's also all legend below other than Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer is the hardest component of it, which you already have. Hyndla feeds with a bunch more magic. Yarrow just keeps looping all the mana that you need, as both manas feed into Dawnbringer, and Fire Giant you use for cleanup, since it has really high single target damage. And it also creates reds whenever it gets a kill. Is it better to keep upgrading the Doomed Club or start with the Doomed Runestones? Keep upgrading Doomed Club. Doomed Runestones are pretty useless. I don't see a single instance where I'd ever use it, especially since there's already a billion good brown weapons. Technically, you don't even need either of them, Doomed Club nor the Doomstones. But if you were to upgrade one or the other, I would definitely say upgrade to Doom Club to max, rather than bother splitting them between the two. I guess you could also do it based on what kingdom they're affiliated with, depending on which one you actually need for kingdom upgrades. But I don't think we're gonna require. I don't think any kingdom's gonna require having a doomed weapon upgraded anytime soon, because that would require every single kingdom to have a doomed weapon, and they're not even remotely close to doing that. Okay, moment of truth. 3 short longs, go. Whoa, we actually got it. We actually got that lucky. That deserves a redeem code. That was some really nice luck right there. Okay, well, we just got Penglong maxed, so we no longer need to do Penglong. Oh, also I got Flutter upgraded earlier, sometime between yesterday's stream and today, or right now. Ended up getting a Flutter, so let's go upgrade that. And short long time, let's go get the Sky maxed. Any other ones? So we just go to upgradable. That will show all of them that we need. Nope, just Penglong. Okay, let's get this thing maxed, exactly enough. And there we go. Useless bonus is just Shentang, but still want to get it upgraded. Also, I'm running low on pet food. Maybe I should go do some over the top. Just so we get some spare pet food. I'm actually starting to run a little low because of all the mythics I've been upgrading recently with them. But anyways, that's our current pet situation. We're one max pet away from a orb as well. And very close to that major orb, as well as the 1,000 milestone. Probably reach that by maybe next week. Wait, are we getting a new pet next Wednesday? No, I think it's like 2 weeks from now. Still a little while. Oh, then again, we are getting a new pet next week, kind of. Next faction, not this Friday, but the following Friday is a new faction. And of course, every faction comes with a new pet, so we'll have that. So, but we won't have the pet until like a week after that, though. Probably when the actual pet's coming in. So we're basically gonna get like 2 pets at once. Anyways, let's go, and that's that. Let's go claim our bit of gems. There should be 10 gems. And let's go hand out a redeem code. Okay, code section. Oh yeah, I need to go ask them for more codes soon. I probably won't tonight because I still have enough for at least another week. We'll copy, paste that over here, make sure it works, put that in, boom, redeem. Quick paste over here, copy the entire thing, and here you guys go. There is the redeem code. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section, or simply go click that link. Post it into chat. Your invite code is found underneath your settings menu, whatever your game says there. Redeem code is the random numbers and letters right over there in chat. Just go copy paste that or type it out. And it gives the same reward as always: 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, and 2,500 gold. And there you guys go. It's usable on every platform except for the 2 console versions. So let's go back to Tower of Doom now. Actually, one last thing before we do that, since we're already here, or we're kind of already here. Let's go run down these dungeons real quick with Necromancer, just with the quick key team. It's gonna take like 2 minutes, and then we'll go back to Tower of Doom for the rest of the time. Okay. Wow, none of this I need. Actually, yes, we do need that red. Oh, he got frozen. Really? He got frozen off a skull, off of that thing. I forgot that thing freezes on skull, because it's normally a pretty irrelevant troop. Though, then again, it is a pretty good early game tank. But you wouldn't really use it beyond early games. It's also a pretty good early game freeze, since it can 4 times freeze the enemy. Queen Mav is way superior, though. Even Borealis, I would say, is superior, even though Borealis is pretty underwhelming. They really need to give Borealis yellow to blue convert already. Just like how Glitterclaw has blue to green. If they gave that to Borealis, it would instantly become probably one of the better troops in the game, which is probably why they don't have it on them. But he'd have 65% score reduction, a chance to extra turn off a freeze, and he'd have triple damage to freeze, which would be a really nice combination to have. But they're probably not going to do it, ever. Problem is, he's not viable enough without that extra turn potential. You'd be better off just using Queen Map and other options that can freeze without losing your turn. Even something like Frostmage Hero class does that pretty effectively these days. Is there better... Oh wait, never mind, I already mentioned that. But yeah, the upgrades on the Doomed Club are actually not that bad compared to some of the other ones that they ended up releasing. I believe it ends up creating a Doom Skull, it creates a Brown Storm, it has a lot of things that it does that are actually beneficial. Unlike the other weapons that are, some of them actually have negative effects. It still doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but it is how it is. How am I skipping having to click the cast button? We are using a controller. Clicking the Y button does that. Oops, I don't have anything to show it on right now. Or technically the A button, but I still don't have it rebounded because for whatever reason, every single time I rebind it, Steam keeps unbinding it from what I bound it to. But anyways, let me go show it in this next battle, which is apparently going to be Tower of Doom. Finished out all that. So what's our next room that we have to go do? And then I'll go show it in there. 5 and 2. 5, click, click, click. And let's go get full mana on something. But yeah, we're just using a controller for it. And all we have to do is, well, let me get full mana. Nothing's even remotely close to full mana yet, since we don't have any mana start. Take green. Oh yeah, we don't have green, do we? It's the only color we don't use. Let's go take it. It does Cascade though. That was the main reason I took it. But I was hoping to get a mana I needed into another mana I needed, which is not the case. Okay, take the red there, because we don't have too many other things that are viable. Purple, because I want to keep that blue there for the convert off the other guy. Take the yellow surge. Perfect. And do we have alignment? No, we do not. It's not worth casting yet. Brown off the top, so that gives us full mana. Now we have alignment. Okay. But yeah, all you have to do is just click this little thingy, or A button normally. But it's just a button on the controller. So if I click this, it'll instantly click cast, as you can see right there. There we go. Yeah, that's how we keep doing that. It's just a controller. Any controller that your PC can pick up on will work. You can also do the inverse of that and just use keyboard and mouse on your console, since you would already have a controller set up. Or you could just use a controller on your PC since you already have mouse and keyboard set up. But the most efficient way to play this game is with mouse, keyboard, and controller simultaneously, which is what we've been doing for the last few months. And that's how we click so quickly. Technically, touchscreen would also be quicker in some instances, so mouse is quick enough that it's not that big a deal not having touchscreen. And there we go. Okay, what was the other room we needed? I believe it was 4, but of course we'll double check. No, it was 2. Good thing I checked. Because I'll probably guess wrong if I don't check. Beer Shield has been removed from the game on Xbox. Wasn't it not working properly before? They probably removed it just to try to fix it, and they'll probably have it patched soon. But yeah, there was some kind of issue with it on Xbox. Not sure what it was, but they probably got plenty of support tickets about it. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, that should be fixed hopefully soon. I'm not sure what's up with that though. It's still on PC mobile, and probably on PS4 as well, because I haven't heard anyone on PS4 mentioning anything about it. We don't have alignment, but I want to kind of cast this just for fun, so we will go do that. Even though we gain no benefit whatsoever, we can still 25% scroll reflect to kill it, so it works. Still works. It was working, just a visual glitch, and now they completely removed it? That's weird. Well, contact support then. Maybe they aren't aware of it. I'm pretty sure they would be aware of that though, but just in case, as that's something pretty blatant if it just completely got removed from the game. Is it under unowned or something, or is it just like completely non-existent now on the platform? Okay, we'll grab our yellow. But yeah, what Lone Wolf just said is what I thought was the current situation, where it basically just says like to be determined on it and everything like that. Oh, okay, I see. So it was always just that, and it was actually working correctly, but it just didn't tell you what it did. Okay, I see now. They didn't bother updating the text, but they did upgrade the weapon. That's weird. I assume they would just have to fix the text line. That shouldn't be too hard to do. I don't know why they would just remove it like that. Doesn't really make much sense, but oh well. Yeah, it had Bear Shield and it had to be determined instead of Shield of Urska and the actual description of what it is. Every single weapon in the game has to be determined as a placeholder before it ever actually gets a description. If you actually check on the Spore of the Thread, pretty much everything that's like 4 months in advance, up to about like 6 months in advance, or pretty much as far as it goes, it just shows to be determined for like everything, because they don't normally actually put it into the game until like a few months before it gets released. But I guess they forgot on console. Anyways, floor. What floor are we on? We need to go do... Oh, our first lucky. Actually, one of our only luckies. We got one there, and we got one there. Not too many this time around, which is unfortunate, but let's go take this one. 3 and 2. Go grab the 3, or 2. Go from there. The new Glory Troop has 2DB determined as well. I wonder if they accidentally put your Xbox on the wrong version of the game then. They might have put it on one of the older versions, because they do keep multiple versions of the game, either for internal testing or for beta testing or for different platforms. I think Sightly has different. Because Xbox One and PS4 still technically are their own versions, so them being 100% up to date with PC Mobile is actually not required, since it's not cross-platform with them. So it is still possible that the two console versions lag behind. Okay, let's go do room number 2. Oh yeah, or make sure to make sure you download whatever patch it has. That would help too. You double check on that. Let's see. We'll grab the green there. Oops, why did I take green? But then again, I would assume it would auto update since it's a online only game. We'll take a yellow there. Our brown. We're webbed, but that actually has 0 effect whatsoever on this ability. So it doesn't matter at all. We still get the full effect out of it, even though we're webbed. Web is such a weird ability because there's so many troops. Like, Entangle makes a lot more sense, but Web just basically seems like weaker version of Silence, essentially. That's all it is. And Disease is also a weaker version of Silence. And even with both Web and Disease on their troop, it's still a weaker version of Silence. Okay, we can kill it with anything, right? Yeah, let's do that then. Oops. Why did I think it would convert out blue? I forgot, it's blue to red. I don't know why I thought it was, I mean, it's red to Doomskull, not blue to Doomskull. Whoops, oh well. Shekar's final trait isn't that bad. It's a little bit dated. It's basically this weapon, though. Shekara is essentially this weapon. Shekara converts all reds to Doomskull, or all reds to skulls, I mean. And it creates 6 red, and then makes all the reds go to Doomskulls. But that's not too bad. It's still pretty dated, though. That's basically, well, that hasn't always been its ability, but it has some variant of that ability always. And in the current state of the game, it's pretty average these days compared to other skull options. It's not really ever used, especially since there's things like Mang and many other really strong brown-red skull damaging troops. Bloodhammer as well, Emperina, and some other stuff like that, that you almost really never really touch Shekara anymore, unfortunately. Yeah, Shekara at one point was a pretty nice troop. It still is okay, it's just not really used for much. Feels so good being able to use Doomskull spam like this. I do have to say, I actually don't mind that they actually repeated Brown again. Mainly because Brown has probably been the funnest Doom week out of every Doom so far, in my personal opinion. Just because it does allow you to run Doomskull spam, which is pretty funny. Which is a pretty fun team to mess around with. It's something I normally don't do. But it's pretty viable for these lower levels for Brown Tower of Doom. Anyways, what was I doing? I'm checking the chats to see what room we need. Oops, it's floor 6, right? Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was floor 7. Floor 6, room 3, and that's it. Go do room 3 then. Pick our 3, grab the fights. Anything we need to switch around? Not really. Also, let me go claim all the rewards after this battle too. I just realized on that page that we're already at tier 9, and I haven't even grabbed a single one yet. Probably go do that. I'll probably have it done by Wednesday, most likely. Okay. What do we take here? No alignment, so we just pass our turn. Taking mana we need. Oh, forgot purple. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? Nothing good. No blues to brown. No yellow to skull. Let's take a bunch of mana then. Probably shouldn't have denied those yellows. I could have taken that in a way that didn't deny them. Still nothing to take here. Take some reds. Come on, something else gain full mana, or at least get alignment on something. So still nothing. We do technically have some mana we could take, but it's not worth it. Too little. We had alignment, then he ruined it immediately. We'll just take a skull for now. Okay, now we should hopefully be able to do something. How does blue not have anything? We'll drag it down and see what that gives us. Still doesn't help much. Okay. We're gonna do this for now. Oh, that's funny. It actually dodges the hits because that's submerged. Now we can actually start getting the team rolling. So now we should just auto-win. There we go. Once it gets going, it goes well. Just getting that initial hits, like the initial everything with full mana is just the harder part about it. Like, I don't think we had a second room, so then we just double check though. No, it's just a 3. And now we just go right into the boss room. Let's see. 4.2 was never implemented on Xbox. Was it not? That seems like a pretty major thing to completely miss. Well, at least you got the hero switch in 4.25, hopefully. Is Xbox really that far behind again? Or Xbox version? To be honest, I think Xbox version has always been the furthest one behind. The 2 console versions in general always have been, but I think Xbox has always lagged slightly further behind PS4. Hope the same thing doesn't happen to Switch if they end up releasing on it. But it probably will. We still don't even know if Switch will be a cross-platform or not. I really hope it is. I'd probably still play it even if it wasn't, though I wouldn't play it nearly as much if it wasn't. But I'd basically start playing it exclusively on Switch if it was to come out on Switch, and it was actually cross-platform with PC Mobile. Let's see. So we need 5 for a haste one, so that's not too bad. Probably gonna take the haste earlier on. The later ones I'll probably just ignore just because they're almost a waste of time. Because we'll have plenty enough sigils to reach 25 without haste. I could probably skip every single one and it wouldn't even matter. But look, we got a Valraven. That's the reason why you take haste in general, is every battle you do does have a chance of Valraven. And haste rooms, assuming you win, cost you 0 sigils because you get 1 sigil back. So yeah, you might as well do them, assuming that you know you can win for sure, because you might get a Valraven. So even though they normally give you nothing, they do have a chance of giving you 2 sigils. Or by nothing, I mean it gives you 1 sigil back, so it costs you nothing. Okay, we have a problem here. We cannot keep that alive. Never mind, we can. That was a little bit lucky. Okay, we'll grab a nothing. Okay, what's the safest move here? Oh wait, do we have blue to... No, we don't. Okay, we'll stick a brown there. Luckily he didn't get a skull, we just do that, and now we won. And that should be super dead. That hits both of them. That clears out the Valraven, and it just dies to Doom Skull. And we get a haste and a Valraven. So we technically got 3 sigils there, but of course it cost us 1 to do the room. And I believe our other room was 2. Let's see where to go. What floor are we on? No, it's 3, right? Yeah, it should be 3. Or floor 7. And we'll do room 3 right next to it. The annoying night tag. It has 33% chance to crate you into a toad, which isn't as annoying for this game mode, but is definitely super annoying for delves. Still something to worry about though, because it could take out one of your key troops. So I guess technically in this team composition, nothing is really our key troop. Like every single one of them is about just as neat as anything else in this team. They all just synergize together to work properly. I guess technically our hero is the most important just because it can outlive pretty much anything. But other than that, they're all basically equally important. This particular team. Take the blue there. Take our purple over.
Mana surge.
Oh, you said Shegra's final trait? Oh yeah, Shegra's final trait's really dated as well. They actually modified it. I forgot what it was before. Oh, I know what it was before. Before it was It burned the enemy every single time it got hit by skulls. Now I believe it burns the enemy every time it takes red, if I'm not mistaken. But you forget what they changed it to. I know whatever they changed it to wasn't really that relevant. It was useless both ways. But yeah, that was the biggest thing holding Shegra back ever since traits came into the game. He has never had a good final trait. Ever. You've had 2 different ones and both of them have been useless. They did give him Pyromania though. He didn't used to have that either. Or I should say she. It's actually a she. Let's see here. At least the quest line says though. We don't have much lore, but we do have some lore. Okay, we'll throw that down. Better hit there. What do we take? Grab a hit right there. I'm actually really surprised we have not lost Raph a single time yet. Normally he dies every single battle pretty much. But he's managing to survive every time, but it is also because we're still in the lower levels of delves. Probably one of the main reasons. My thoughts on the new Doomstone weapon. It is useless, but it being useless is not necessarily bad, because that means if you have the previous Doom weapon, you can just go upgrade the previous Doom weapon instead. But, yes, the previous Doom weapon is vastly superior to the current Doom weapon. There is not a single instance you would ever use the current brown weapon that came out this week. You probably still want to get it just because you'll probably never be able to get it again after this week because of how they've been releasing weapons recently. But as far as its actual usefulness as a weapon, it is pure useless. There's just way too many good brown weapons. Oh, what? That died. Not good. Okay. We'll take that up. Also, that's another thing I never really understood. Almost everything within the kingdom that Raph is from, of Drakzoom, has immune to Deathmark. Like, even he is immune to Deathmark. But for whatever... Oh, wait, never mind. He's not from Drakzoom. I was going to say, that's why. Yeah, Drakzoom, for the most part, everything has immune to Deathmark. Or most of the things. But never mind, I forgot. He's from Cinemirage, not Drakzoom. They both came to the game back-to-back, which is why I confused them for a moment. Never mind, I forgot. Yeah, Raph is from Cinemirage. But yeah, I do wish Raph had immune to Deathmark. That'd be probably one of the most useful things that could just randomly have immune to Deathmark. That would be very helpful. What do we take here? I kind of want Skull Purple. That is not enough to kill, though. But then again, Doom Skull is also not enough, so I guess we'll take it. A little bit of mana. You better not get Devour. Normally, if you had Titan there, that would have immune, but we do not currently. How many browns are currently on the board? Make me have to count. There we go. We don't have to count. We just click on his ability. I guess technically I could just take a skull on him. But before we do, let's go grab a red to purple. I actually want to take the red first, because if I take the brown, since we're taking brown first instead of the purple, it's actually going to deny the 2 initial mana. So if I take red first, we'll gain all the mana from it, and gain more mana overall. So we'll do that. Plus we get alignment. There we go. And ideally something would have gotten full mana. Not quite, though. Feels weird not having those explosions anymore. I guess we just take a red and then throw that down, though that's not going to be an extra turn. Problem here, though, is there's no blue to take, which would be the optimal thing to take. And brown will not be enough for full mana. Still good to take it, though. You can get the skull. Ooh. Didn't realize we gave an extra turn there. 3 Doom Skulls. Do we want to take it? Not enough to kill. I guess it is. Oh, he's going to revive, though, but oh well. We did not get full mana on that either, though. There's not a single location where we could take a skull to get full mana. Because if we explode 1 blue, that counts as 0 mana. Let's give enough for Bloodhammer, though. Which we could use for nothing. Though we can double skull hit, I guess, but... Oh no, do we do that before it dies? I guess we do. And hope for the best off of Cascade. Oh, man, we did get the best off of Cascade. We get auto win off of Cascade. I'll take it. Doom Skull spam. Do you guys remember when Doom Skulls first came into the game? I missed that. We almost need a game mode that is just what Doom Skulls were prior to getting nerfed. Because Doom Skulls on the weeks of release was probably the funniest thing ever as far as gameplay in this game. It was basically just watching a board constantly explode itself over and over again with Glaceon plus Bloodhammer. You just get that Doom Skull Storm, and it's mainly Doom Skull Storm. Doom Skull Storm was about 5 times to 10 times more overpowered than it is now. It's kind of balanced now, but it was pretty broken when it first came out. But anyways, let's go and go get all these orbs already. We have 2 of them just sitting here. Hopefully at least one is a blue. Got a vault key and all that other nice little loot just laying around. But of course the main thing here is something not bad. Nope, both the horrible ones, green and orange. Oh well, we still have 3 more attempts. The 2 more that we get probably either tomorrow or Wednesday, and then the major orb that we'll probably have by Thursday at the latest. But yeah, let's go and keep going. We'll go to at least 410. Let's see, what rooms do we have now? Floors, where are we at? We'll take a 2, then a 3. Get our power. Actually, how high is our power at these days? We almost don't even need to keep going for power. I guess I'll still go for it, though, just to help out the guild. Still have a lot of people still at 0, as it is still Monday, after all. Anyways, I already just forgot what it was. Fail. Short-term memory, go. 2 and 3. Let's go take it. You were on hiatus when Doom Skulls came into the game? Deliberately, or just because you had other things to do? But yeah, the meta was pretty broken then. It was basically run Doom Skull spam or nothing. It was kind of like what Skull spam was at one point in this game as well. When Skull spam was so broken at one point where you had to run it or nothing else. Where basically casting was pointless. It wasn't as big a deal during Doom Skulls because you could still cast kill. But one point in the game about 2 years ago, 2.5, Skulls were so broken as far as how high their damage output was compared to casting that not a single casting team was viable. If you weren't running Skull spam, you weren't running a team. Because every single cast-oriented team was just so slow. But then they ended up reducing the amount of attack bonuses on Kingdoms by a lot, and increasing the amount of magic bonuses on Kingdoms by a decent amount. And then that kind of ended up fixing it. Plus they reworked a couple abilities and stuff. But mainly just the overall stats in the game. They ended up like reorganizing what the bonuses were for a lot of hero classes. And it's also, or for not, I mean for a lot of Kingdoms. It also has left a few Kingdoms having a really weird bonus. Like for example, Groshnok, a Kingdom that you would kind of expect to have attack bonus. It did upon release, but it was one of the few that during all the attack nerfs ended up getting changed to something else. I forget if it's armor or HP now. I think it's HP. But for whatever reason, it's not attack. And out of all the ones that they switched, that was a kind of weird one. Because you would kind of expect the Kingdom that ended up introducing Enrage and just scoring into stuff in general, or, you know, having scoring into stuff in general, would have been, would have actually had an attack bonus, but it doesn't, or at least not anymore. Okay, I'm about to just cast this just to get it down. It's gonna fail, but it's gonna get the team rolling. It's worth it. Oh, I don't know, how worth it was it? After that, not as much, but it's still fine. Okay, we'll take a skull there, and down it goes. Okay, what was the other room we needed? 8888. We need the battle number 3. We'll grab that one and the final room. You stopped playing over a year due to life. Started back up at the end of November. Okay, that makes sense. Yep, things happen. Yeah, a lot of it happened in that year, that's for sure. All these sigils ended up coming into the game for a lot of the weekly events. It's basically the new gem sync now because we no longer get new kingdoms because now delves basically replace that. Oh, what do we take here? Grab a yellow there. Yeah, there's been a lot of changes to this game in the last year and a half. Last year in particular was probably the most amount of change we've ever had in a given year. I don't even think this year is going to have as much change as last year did. Just because they drastically overhauled a lot of stuff that we knew within the game. Like Guild Wars was no longer a weekly thing. We ended up getting like a billion other events. The whole sigil system things, the entirety of delves, the entirety of class upgrades. What else ended up coming in? The new system of kingdoms and gem sinks. And yeah, pretty much the entire game other than like PvP got quite a bit different than it is today. PvP is still the same thing it's always been though. It has gone through very, very small amount of changes. The only change that it really had was the power system that ended up getting introduced like a year and a half or 2 years ago, and the trophy system when it used to run on like a star system. Well, actually, no, never mind. The trophies aren't new, but the rating system is, and the leaderboard for it ended up coming in like 2 years ago or so. No change, no new kingdoms, pretty much. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, we just go to the next room. Oh, let me go double check. I don't think any of these actually have 3. I should probably be paying attention. Which one of these have 3? There's only one room that has 3, oddly enough. It's not until 15. And I'm probably not even going to bother going for that haste. We're going to have way more than enough battles by then. I'm even going to skip this haste most likely on 11 when we go do it tomorrow. But anyways, we did our 2 rooms here. Let's go move on to the next one. We do battle number 3 in the next place. I don't know, maybe I'll go for the haste. We are 2 people down, so I should probably get more sigils just in case. But I highly, 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 highly doubt we're actually going to be needing it. I think last time we ended up finishing with like 12 spare sigils, something like that. So that was also with 0 lose rate though as well. So maybe I should go for it, just in case we start losing some of these. You never know. Can happen. What do we do here? I'm actually going to move it this way. The reason I do that is I wanted the yellows to stay next to each other. I was hoping in a way that we could skull spam. Apparently not, though. What's our option then? I guess we do... I could do this because... Actually, both of them would have denied yellow. I was going to say, because it denies yellow. But I guess it's also we got his ability down before he died, so... That also works. So we'll throw this down just to guarantee kill the Val Raven. Orange goes down. Recast it if we have alignment here, but I do not believe we do. So let's go for the skull. Go for it again. Grab the skull right there. Also, I find it really funny that I don't even realize that I switch between using the mouse and using the hotkey. I pretty much do it without even thinking about it. It's because it's like so ingrained just to automatically do it. But oh, why did I do that? Oh, never mind. It was a line. I forgot because that is a Doom, so we end up getting some more off it. But I keep thinking it converts blue to Doom Skulls because it's a blue weapon, but it creates red. This one creates blue. If we need to convert to blue. You're still caught up in the Dooms. Did you work on the list? That I still need to do. As I mentioned, I'm definitely going to have it by Wednesday. But no, I did not get to. I ended up sleeping in a little bit today, and it threw off the rest of my schedule, which caused the video to also go later, which caused the stream to go later, which also caused me not to have time for that. But no worries, I should be able to get that done very soon. As I mentioned, by Wednesday for sure. Okay, we had room number 3 here, but we could do that right here. Just double checking, just in case, you never know. Thank you. Yeah, this Doom team is a lot of fun to use. Doom Skulls in general are really fun to use. I personally don't use it too often just because it's a little bit slow for some stuff. But for Brown Tower of Doom, I found it to be one of the better options personally. We almost soloed entire Brown Tower of Doom last time. Actually, I think we literally soloed Brown Tower of Doom. Not even like partially. I think we did the entirety of it all the way to 25 last time with it. I think we lost a few battles because of it, but I still wanted to do it just for fun. But we're probably going to switch this time around to like pure mythics. But I'm going to go to at least floor 15 before we switch. Probably on Wednesday we'll switch to the other team I ended up showing earlier. What do we take here? Yeah, Doom Skulls are a ton of fun to use. Even if they're not meta at any given time, they get to explode the board a lot, which looks pretty cool to actually see visually. Because not too many other teams actually do that. Or at least not as much as a team like this does. Possessed King also does it a lot with various teams like this. Unfortunately, Possessed Team cannot be put on this because it doesn't have Brown. Though, of course, if you're running in like PvP, you can. You just run 2 Doom Skull options, Hero and Possessed King. Actually, technically don't even need Hero. We'll go for reds here. Ideally, I would want to use Blade because it gets some free damage on top of it. Like right here, I want to do Blade just because there's some free AoE. But Dooms are already way more than enough. One last fight, 1 minute left. We can go a little bit over. It's not that big a deal. I want to get at least to floor 10, so let me double check rooms again. We're on floor 9. Just done 1 battle, so now we take the final room, and then the other 2 on the other floor. Oh no, why is it lagging? Oh, why did I hate when I do that. This menu still always confuses me because it has a back button, but it's all on 1 menu. So if I go here and I click like over here, but if I want to get back to this menu, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to click the back button, but then it brings you all the way back to that. That still confuses me to this day, how they have it like that. But yeah, anyways. Let's go and fight the final room here, and then take out the whole next floor. Yeah, we'll run a little bit into Salty Stream today. I think she's showing the new Mythic, if I'm not mistaken. The mech thing that I kept mentioning. It should be an okay Mythic. Whatever she shows that is most likely what's going to be released as on this Friday. It's a bit weird. It's mainly going to be used in true damage teams. It has a weird combination of skull damage, physical skull damage into a very high amount of true damage, which doesn't really synergize that well together, but is still somewhat decent. Other than that, it also has weird synergy in that it has no barrier and no skull mitigation, yet it has a trait that makes it want to be used in first slot, which doesn't make any sense at all, because to use its high skull damage, it has to, of course, be up front. But if you put it up front, it doesn't have any way to protect its armor, which is what gets all of its damage. So it's really weird. You have to definitely use a barrier option if you're going to bother using that thing in a first slot situation. Burgundian Monk would probably be fine. But, I don't know, there's just no good mechs that fully synergize with it. Obviously, you can use Titan. I mean, not Titan. You can use Mechanist hero class. And if you're even going to plan on using that new mythic, you definitely need to make sure Titan is maxed. At least its traits, if not the hero class itself. But, I don't know. It just seems a little bit weird. I don't think it's going to be good overall. It's going to be above average for a mythic, but it's very situational when you would actually bring it out. And to a degree that it's probably worth skipping. Of course, we'll still be going for it, though. Also, I forget how close Adana is to getting a Kingdom Star. I don't think this mythic will give it a Kingdom Star. Still a little while away. We still need to overhaul the mechs in general. Mechs are very underwhelming, unfortunately. Firebomb and the new mythic that's coming out, and Deep Borer, are about the only mechs that are particularly noteworthy. Oh, and that one turtle mech that came in a couple months ago that creates a bunch of green. That one was also okay. The Forest Guardian is normally better, because you can use Forest Guardian with Titan. We need mana. Take purple there. Grab a hit down onto that right there. That rolling. All the mana that we need. Bunch of explosions. Take our yellow there. Throw it onto Doomblade. I'll AoE kill him just so we can go to Poke. And we have two different options of that too. We could do that with the blade, and we could do it with him. You hit weakest, right? Oh no, you hit strongest. That's the annoying part about you. It's actually better to use this to clean up then, because he will always hit strongest, which means he will not get those cleans when we need them. We have alignment. What am I doing? Do that, and then we swipe him out with that, and okay, now it's match. Okay, now it's match. Oh no, we're entangled. I was wondering why that did so little damage. I wasn't even looking at our team. I was just looking at his thing. Okay, well now he's dead. No way you're surviving that. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we'll take the final room, and then we'll head over to Salty Stream. Let me just double check one last time that everything is good to go here. Okay, let's just take the final room. Let's see. All use the new mythic with Shield of Urskea. Yes, it would actually be really good with the new shield that just came into the game. Oddly enough. So if you haven't already gotten it, definitely a good idea to get that shield. That shield in general, I actually drastically underestimated how good it is. It's probably the third best hero weapon that you get specifically from upgrading a hero. It's insanely good with Rowan, and it's also going to be good for Guard's Avatar and a new mythic that's coming out. And basically anything that ever boosts really well off of armor. Essentially anything that ever does that, the shield will be great with. Okay, we'll grab that. Take a... Do we have a brown drop to skull? Kind of. We'll just take that for now. Get all that. Get another Glaceon down, which should be next turn. It's all that. Does anyone else have any other questions as well before we end out as well? Let me know. Otherwise, this will be our final battle for now. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're mainly going to be doing more Tower of Doom. And of course, delves. We've got a bunch of delves. I'll try to do some of them before and after, though, so we're not doing delves the whole entire time. I do want to focus a little bit more on Dooms than on delves, of course. Hey, we gained a level on our hero class. That reminds me, I need to go switch to Titan. We should probably do that soon, because I was only mainly using this hero class to level it. It's not ideal in that location. Normally this hero class that came in as Sentinel, you pretty much only put it in the first slot. If you're putting it in any other location, that likely means you're just putting it there to level it. But anyways, guys, let me just double check chat to make sure I didn't miss anything else. And if anyone still has any other questions, let me know now. Otherwise, the link that Siplam ended up posting, make sure to go over there. That's Salty. She will be streaming. I'm pretty sure she's going over New Mythic. That's coming out this Friday. We'll be able to go over it this Friday once it's actually live on the game. But won't be able to until then. But yeah, it looks okay. Well, I just have to see exactly how it goes once we start using it in various teams. But we start suggesting some to Salty and see if she'll actually do some. I don't know if she has that weapon though. Probably doesn't yet. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you all later. Oh, I also didn't give any codes yet. Let me go do that right now before I go. So any of you who are still here... Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Never mind. What am I saying? I already gave a code. Hold up. Let me go copy paste it again though, just in case, because I believe it's still not used yet. Never mind, I already gave the code. What am I saying? But if you want more codes, go see Salty's stream right there on that Twitch link, because she'll have like 1 to 3 more. Anyways, guys, I'll be heading out for now. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll be back, as I mentioned, same time tomorrow, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, mainly doing Dooms and some Delves, and go from there. And other than that, the main thing we have coming out this week is the new Mythic this Friday. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping by, and goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful week.